Hey everybody, so this is take 3 of this video because the first 2 just went out the window. Anyway, so this is a review of 2019 for Philip's Life, and hopefully I can keep it shorter than what the other ones were, or screw up and go off track in a way I didn't want to. It's like I don't want to do that. So anyway, 2019, Philip, WTF type year for me. So 2019 started off rough after how 2018 ended. Then March 12th, 2019, after 17 years to the date, I was let go from my job for doing my job, basically. Um, yeah, that was something else. Toughest day of my life. Not the toughest, but one of the toughest. Not compared to how I dealt with my mom and dad passing away. Those were worse. But this was tough, especially when you invest so much time and energy into something that you put into, you give your all to, and just for it to be let go and not recognized. So that's what happens when you work for a corporate company. You're just a number. You just become a number to them. But yeah, lost my job, and actually before I lost my job, lost my tia Amelia. She passed away right before that, and lost my job. And then a few weeks later, I mean, that was all 2 weeks before my birthday as well. That was my birthday month. 2 weeks before my birthday, lost my job. My tia passed away, and then I think a few days later, I had to have Max, my dog, after 14 years, put down because he was sick. But then right before that, a couple days before, I had to have him put down. Found Axel. He was born because I was looking to find a companion for Max, and didn't work out for them to meet. But I found Axel and got him 8 weeks later after that. Also had found another job working with RDO here in Sunnyside, which is a John Deere dealership. Working for them. Started off good, and then about a month and a half into it, no good. So I ended up quitting that job. Didn't work for me. Just wasn't right. Thought it was, but after you work a month and a half with some things that go on there, you're just like, no, I can't deal with this. The stress was too much, and maybe I went back to work too soon after what had happened at the previous job. So I quit that job. Had no regrets on it because it was a huge weight off my shoulders. Actually felt good about it, and I think I had made a video about that as well when I did that. But it was a huge relief to be out of there. The stress was gone that I was under, and so did that. Took some more time off while searching for another job, putting out resumes for what I was experienced in, and procurement and purchasing, inventory control. You figure with 17 years of that, that might get me a decent job, close to the pay I was making, but zilch. I got nothing from those jobs that were hiring those type of positions, and it was depressing. It was just like, you put in all that effort, and with me, since I don't have a college education, I'm just straight out of high school, straight into the workforce type thing. It just didn't work for me. So to find a job in the same area that I was in, but found another job working for Airfield Estates Winery in order fulfillment, logistics, and basically inventory. So there's a little bit of inventory there, ordering. I don't do the orders, but I fulfill the orders. So orders come in, I ship them out. So I'm basically on the other end of things of how I used to do, where I ordered something from someone. Now somebody's ordering something for me. So, but then I also help with inventory of the wines, making sure things are going well. But doing that, and sorry, a message just popped up on my screen. So doing that, good job. Happy with it. Took a little bit to get used to, especially since I had to learn how to really drive a forklift really good and whatnot. So I've gotten a lot better at that, which is good. I drive more forklift than I ever have in my life, so it's a good thing. The bosses, the owners are happy with what I'm doing. I think I'm probably going beyond the expectations of what they had and what they've seen before. They've told me, so it's good to know that the work I'm doing is appreciated there. don't get me wrong. I know there was people at my other job, previous job, that were appreciative of the work I did. I know they were. It's just those at the very upper echelon of a corporate company that don't understand it. So, and a few others maybe there too at the lower level that don't, that had their own self-interest. But anyway, um, yeah. So found a new job. Insurance for me kicking in. Health insurance finally kicking in January. Work doesn't offer it, so I have to go through the state on that. A little different for me, but it's there, and I'm glad it's there. So um, without it, I'd have nothing. So who knows? Maybe eventually work will eventually get there as they grow. The business grows. It's a family business, but they do a lot of sales. So maybe at some point things will change, which will be, growing companies do. So we'll see what happens there. But work is going good. Going on. See, I started there at the end of July, so August. Going on almost 5 months being there. Yeah, 5 months. So a good job. Um, Going well there on that front, as also been doing my best not to get sick or hurt or anything, so that way if I don't have insurance I'll have to pay a huge medical bill. But yeah, Axel, as you see, he's growing up big, keeping me in line, checking my patients. That's always something. As you see, I post a lot about him because basically Axel's like my kid, kind of like what I did with Max, but I think I do it with him more because he's an indoor dog now. First time having a dog inside, so I tend to take a lot of pictures, but he's like my kid, so since I don't have kids. But anyway. And then yeah, back in beginning November, November 2nd, day I can't forget because it's ingrained in me now. I came out, did my little video of coming out of the closet, gay. So I was thankful for those who showed their love and support, and I appreciate it. And I'm also thankful for those that kept their opinions to themselves on it, that I know disagree with it. I do thank you for that. I'm just thankful for all those that I was worried about that wouldn't accept it, that did. Because I didn't really want to lose any of them. There's a lot of important people in my life, and I want to hang on to those. Even though I don't see everybody every day that's on here, on the Facebook or whatever, everyone has moved on with their lives and they got their kids and their families, and that's all good. You have that, but now it's that coming out for me was my time to finally move on with my life and see where it will lead. And then knowing certain things like most people knew already, and it's like, how did you know? And what signs were there? But I don't know if I want to know that, but it is what it is. So if you knew, great. I wish you all would have said something to me because that would have made life a lot easier sooner, I think. Anyways, no hard feelings on that. As you can hear, Axel slurping up his water in the background. He's a loud drinker and slobbers everywhere when he drinks. But yeah, thankful for that, being able to move forward on that front of my life, because being in the closet has been one of the most difficult things to deal with. There's a lot of depression around it and whatnot because you just don't know. Who do I talk to? Where do I go? What do I do? I don't know. I'm still kind of a noob in some ways on the gay scene. So don't get me wrong. There's some things I do know, but I don't fit the mold that most put the gay scene in. So I don't fit a whole lot of molds of anything, whether it be the gay scene or the Hispanic scene or whatever. I am not that. I'm not the mold of anything. I'm my own mold. So, but anyway, also I'm working out again. I just completed last week was my 4th week on my 1-year program that I'm doing, that I signed up with my online trainer that I worked with last year, and working on getting back in shape again because I've gained like 30 pounds this year. So, and that all started from the stress and everything that went on this year. There was just so much that happened. So stress, caved in on some foods, that I normally shouldn't. Stayed away from the sweets though. I did stay away from those mostly. The sweets were the biggest thing to stay away from, and I held. And of course, Facebook goes off. But I caved in on some other foods I probably shouldn't have, like the burgers and the fries and all that. The comfort foods were there as usual, so, and I think that contributed to a lot of my weight gain, and also the fact that I wasn't exercising as much. I fell off that track because of everything going on, so just life was different. So now I'm getting back into a routine of things because I need that. I need to get back in shape. I need to feel good again, and I have been feeling good this past month. I've been feeling really good, sleeping well again. I noticed that whenever I work out, I sleep good at night. So that has kicked in again. And then also I did my last 10K this a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, which y'all saw those posts. And I did 19 runs this year. So next year, being that it's 2020, I want to see if I can do 20 runs. So if there's anybody out there that wants to run with me, it'd be great to have a running partner. I could really use a running partner. And even if we run slower than what I'm used to, that's fine. Just to have a running partner out there would be great. So anyone that ever wants to join me, when you see me post about it, you're more than welcome. I would enjoy the company of having someone there to run with me. It'd just be nice. So it's always good to have somebody there with you. But anyway, there's my 2019 year in review. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I may have missed. I don't think I mentioned about winning the lottery. No, I think I didn't win the lottery. Just messing with y'all. But yeah, life has been something. But 2019 started off rough. 2019 though has been ending good, so that has been a plus. I'm glad 2019 is in. Axel. I'm glad 2019 is ending. I think that's my cue to wrap this up. 2019 is ending good. 2020, I believe, is going to be great. Is there going to be bad? Of course, there's always bad, and nothing's ever perfect, and that's fine. Perfection is not what is to be expected, but I'm hoping for a great 2020, and I'll just accept it all and grow from it, just like from this year. I grew in 2019 from everything that happened. I've been put through the fire, and when you get put through the fire and you get through that, you're only made stronger. So I'm going into 2020 strong. So, and that's what it is. As I've said, when I started my health and fitness back in 2017 with the type 2 diabetes thing that happened, and then I beat that. There's no going back, and I'm going to keep pushing forward into 2020 and beyond that. So I look forward to what 2020 has to offer, and I look forward to what everyone will experience, and I wish everyone a happy new year. Be safe out there. If you go out and drink, have a designated driver, call an Uber, call a Lyft. We don't have those things around here, so it has to be a designated driver. So, but anyway, hope everyone has a great day, great week, and a great rest of the year, and we'll see y'all in 2020.